Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I'm very, very well. Good to have you on the show. What do you feel about this? I mean, you know, you're not known for your extreme left-wing opinions, are you? You're right of centre.
Yes.
And I would suggest that if you were Dutch and you were planning to come to Britain, you'd have got banned like Eva. This is sinister, wrong, and I think an attack on free speech. This is a left-wing government saying we don't want people who disagree with us in this country.
Exactly. I mean, I would 100% be banned. I'd never be allowed to set foot in this country. And how can you ban someone when you told President Trump that we have freedom of speech and that we live in a democracy in the UK? We obviously don't, but it seems to, you know, it plays into a dystopian narrative. And before we know it, where are we heading? You know, but it seems to work in Starmer's favour, doesn't it? It's like we're not allowed to criticise him, but he can let people into our country who want to basically cause terror and hate all white people. If you look at, was it Allah Fatah?
Yeah, the Egyptian guy, yeah.
Bring back in, you know, the hypocrisy.
Exactly right. And as I say, it's a bit like Keir Starmer. It's interesting what you say, that sequence in the Oval Office to this day drives me mad. Do you remember when J.D. Vance and Donald Trump were having a go at Trump, saying, oh, you know, you keep arresting people outside the abortion clinics, you keep doing the, you know, you're sending people to jail, you know, for what they say. And Keir Starmer goes, no, we've had a very bold and long tradition of free speech for hundreds of years, 300, and we're very, very proud. And I'm sitting there watching it on the telly going, yeah, but you're putting people in jail for tweets. That's not respecting freedom of speech. And I think Eva's ban is that kind of syndrome.
It is, definitely. And at the end of the day, you know, if we bring Eva over on a rubber dinghy, she'll be welcomed into the country. You know, so I'll be happy to go over and bring her in. I know who I'd rather be sharing a dinner table with is Eva. I don't want to be sharing a table or anywhere near any of these people that are breaking into our country. And at the end of the day, if Starmer really sees that she's conducive to the British public, why isn't he doing something about these men that are coming here, raping, sexually assaulting and murdering not just women and children, but men as well? You know, it's got to stop. And it's two-tier all the way. There's two-tier policing, two-tier justice system, two-tier on online regulation. You know, it's just complete double standards. So you can't, you have to be a level playing field with all. You can't just pick and choose what you want to do. And basically, let's have it right, it's because he was criticised.
Yeah, and even pointing out, you know, whilst she said, well, you're banning me, essentially, of course, you know, Starmer might not like her opinions. A lot of people might not like her opinions. It's not the point. It's not illegal to be right-wing. But she's pointing out, oh, but you're banning me. I'm not conducive to the public good. And yet every day in every way, you're letting in hundreds, thousands every year of undocumented, mainly young men who we know nothing about, who cross the channel illegally. So you don't have any problem with that. But I, a legal Dutch citizen with opinions you don't like, you do have a problem with, and you've banned me.
Yeah, and where did it all stem from? Is it because, you know, it's obviously because he's been criticised. She's also supposed to be speaking at Tommy Robinson's UTK march in May. She spoke at it last year. Does that all play into he doesn't want people associated with Tommy Robinson? He classes us all as far right. And at the end of the day, you know, if he was competent at his job, maybe more people would like him in this country. And the only people that I actually see wearing bikinis from these rock videos is him and Sadiq Khan. You know, so
yeah. Somebody did it to me, Sarah. Seriously, it was one of me with a bikini on.
Well, I'm sure you probably looked a lot better than Keir.
Well, I think I looked a lot better than I normally do, to be honest with you. But seriously, you know, I couldn't care less. But I do think, you know, that to take a woman's head, if you like, and put a different bikini body on is an infringement on that woman's privacy, on their dignity, and I think it's very wrong. I think it should be banned if possible. But we all know what goes on social media. A lot worse than that. You know, there's child porn out there, there's serious hardcore porn.
If he was really that bothered, he would be protecting children that are being groomed on a daily basis by paedophiles. You know, and if he is not banning Grok because of that, or wanting to ban X. He picks and chooses what he does. He's doing it because he's openly criticised at an alarming rate because he's incompetent at his job. That's really what it comes down to, because he doesn't want to be criticised. The whole world can see what he's really up to, the two-tier system in this country, and that's what he doesn't want. He wants to silence all of us.
And just remind me who owns X or Twitter and who owns Grok. Oh, I know. It's Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the bitterest enemy of Labour. So that's what I mean. He's
Elon Musk, who openly supports Advance UK. So, you know, he probably wants Advance silenced as well.
Yeah, Advance UK, Ben Habib's party. Ben Habib staged a triumphant return to my show the other day, and we'll be on every Tuesday. And I hope you come on a lot more as well, Sarah. Really good to talk to you. Thank you very much. That is Sarah White, Pink Lady there. What do you think about that? The banning of a woman from Holland, the Netherlands, Amsterdam, I think, who has right-wing opinions. I mean, she's. I don't like the term far right; it's ridiculous. But she's right-wing, and a lot of people won't like her opinions. That's not the point. You know, there's a lot of opinions I don't like, but you can't ban people just because you don't agree with them. And I don't agree that Eva represents or is not conducive to the public good. I tell you what's not conducive to the public good in Britain is a government that is banning people for what they think, banning people from this country because of their opinions. That's not conducive to the public good. What do you think?